There is a ghost in the room. It lingers in the quiet spaces, in the hush between words, in the gentle sighs that fill the air when no one is looking. It's not a spectre from a storybook, but something far more real, an invisible presence that changes the atmosphere of your home. Not the kind that rattles chains, but one that breathes and sits beside you, quietly haunting your daily life. It's the weight of a loved one's absence, even as they sit right next to you, their silence louder than any words could be. It's the echo of someone you love, trapped in a body that's become unfamiliar. Their gestures are the same, but their spirit seems to drift, unreachable, as if they're fading before your eyes. You search their face for a spark of recognition, but are met with a gentle vacancy. You hope for a smile, a word, a sign that the person you remember is still there, but the moments of connection grow fewer. The world doesn't see the ghost you see. They see someone alive and assume all is well. Friends and strangers pass by, unaware of the quiet sorrow that shadows your every interaction. Your grief is silent, private, a mourning without a funeral for someone still present. You carry it alone, unable to explain the ache of missing someone who is physically there but emotionally distant. You live a double life, caring for the person before you while replaying memories of who they were. Each day, you balance the demands of the present with the longing for the past, holding on to fragments of laughter and love. You learn to live with the ghost, making tea, walking in the garden, pretending things are unchanged. These small rituals become acts of hope, ways to keep the connection alive, even as reality shifts. In quiet moments, the weight of this haunting settles on you. The silence grows heavy, and you feel the ache of what's been lost, the future you once imagined slipping away. You are the sole witness to a slow vanishing, tending to the ghost in the room. You offer comfort, even when you're unsure if it's felt, and you hold on because love endures even as memories fade. This is not a haunting of a house, but of a heart. The emptiness is not in the walls, but in the spaces between two people who once shared everything. And you are its lonely occupant, holding on to love in the presence of absence, learning to live with the ghost that lingers quietly in the room. You carry a symphony inside you, a score of laughter, footsteps, and shared dreams. Now the orchestra is silent. The music of your life together has faded. You try to revive it with stories and jokes, but the melody falls flat. The silence is deafening, filled with ghost notes of songs you can no longer share. Mealtimes are quiet, the duet now a monologue. You become the archivist of this unplayed symphony, holding every note in memory. You play the music in your mind, a private concert for one. You are the lonely conductor of a silent orchestra. Your shared life was once a familiar map, every road leading home. Now the landmarks remain, but the paths lead nowhere. Memories you try to revisit are met with fog and emptiness. You are a tour guide in a forgotten city, speaking a language only you understand. The person who was your home is now a foreign land. You keep the old map close, a souvenir of a place you can't return to. Each day you draw a new, uncertain map, learning to navigate the wilderness of what is. You are a lonely traveler in your own life. At the heart of your home, there is an empty chair. It sits quietly, a silent witness to the life that once filled the room with laughter, conversation, and warmth. Now it stands as a symbol, of absence, of longing, and of memories that linger in the air. Someone sits there, but the essence is gone. The body remains, but the spark that made them who they were seems to have faded, leaving behind only a shadow of the person you once knew. The storyteller is silent, the confidant a stranger. Conversations that once flowed easily now falter, replaced by long pauses and searching glances, as if hoping to find a familiar soul behind unfamiliar eyes. You speak to the memory, not the person before you. Each word is an attempt to reach across a widening gap, to connect with the echoes of the past that still haunt the present. Visitors see a person in a chair, but not the void you feel. They notice the presence, but not the absence that fills the room, nor the ache that settles quietly in your chest. This occupied emptiness is a monument to your silent grief. The chair, though filled, becomes a daily reminder of what has been lost and of the love that endures despite the silence. Every glance reminds you of what's lost and what remains. The pain is sharp, but so too is the tenderness of memory and the hope that somewhere a connection still exists. You care for the person in the chair while mourning the one who's gone. Each act of kindness is both a comfort and a sorrow, a way to honor the past while facing the reality of the present. It's a heavy burden, being the guardian of that empty space. The weight of love and loss presses on your shoulders, shaping your days and your dreams. The chair is filled, yet forever empty. It is a paradox you live with, a daily reminder of both presence and absence, of holding on and letting go. You live with this paradox every day, finding strength in small moments and learning to cherish the love that remains, even as you grieve for what is gone. You look in the mirror and barely recognize yourself. The change is deeper than tired eyes or silver hair. It's in the light behind your gaze. You've become a carer, a keeper of memories, a silent mourner. The world sees you coping, but not the internal landscape reshaped by loss. You hold joy and sorrow in the same hand, wearing a mask of calm for others. Beneath it, you grieve with no outlet, feeling like a ghost in your own life. You exist in two places, the present and a memory. This reflection is both your resilience and your silent sorrow. Your heart is a post office of unsent letters, written daily to the person they used to be. Each letter holds jokes, questions, confessions, words you can't say aloud. The recipient is no longer at the address you have for them. Speaking these words would be like sending letters to an abandoned house. This ritual keeps the conversation alive, even if only with yourself. Each unsent letter is an act of love, preserving their memory within you. You carry this unposted correspondence everywhere, a private memorial. Sometimes you wish to let them go, but you can't. These letters are all you have left of that connection. Your life together was once like the sea, an ebb and flow of connection. Now the tide only goes out, taking memories and pieces of the person you knew. You pour your love onto the sand, but nothing returns. The reciprocity is gone, replaced by a one-way current. You become a beachcomber of your own history, collecting treasures left behind. The emptiness is a constant reminder of what's lost. Yet in this quiet world, you learn to survive, forever watching the horizon for a wave that will never break. In your heart is a garden you once tended together, filled with dreams for the future. Now the flower beds are full of buds that will never open. The seeds of your plans remain, but the conditions for blooming are gone. The garden is a memorial to what might have been. Outsiders see green leaves, not the blight within. You tend this garden out of love, not hope. It's a sanctuary of memory, holding the promise of each unbloomed flower. You are its keeper, honoring what will never be. May you give yourself permission to feel it all. Let every emotion, grief, anger, confusion, even moments of relief, move through you without judgment. There is no right way to say goodbye, and no timeline for healing. Your grief is real and valid, even without a final goodbye. The ache you carry is a testament to the depth of your love, and it deserves to be honored, not hidden away. It is the price of profound love, mourning the fading light while cherishing what remains. In every memory, every shared glance, you hold a piece of what was beautiful and true. May you find grace in small moments, a fleeting smile, a warm hand. These tiny sparks of connection are reminders that love endures, even as circumstances change. These are not replacements but gifts. Hold on to them. Let them anchor you when the world feels uncertain, and let them remind you that your bond is not erased by loss. Be kind to the person in the mirror, forgiving their exhaustion and impatience. You are doing your best in a season of heartbreak, and that is enough. You are carrying a weight few understand, a warrior of the heart. The journey is lonely at times, but your courage is quiet and profound. Allow yourself to rest, to ask for help, to admit you're not okay. Vulnerability is not weakness, it is a sign of your humanity and your strength. You are doing the impossible, with a love that is heroic. Every act of care, every moment of presence is a quiet act of bravery. Your love is the bridge between who they were and who they are. It connects the past to the present and carries hope into the future. You are the keeper of their story, the guardian of their soul. Through you, their memory lives on, cherished and protected. You are not alone. Others walk this path beside you. There is comfort in shared sorrow and strength in community. We see you and we honor you. May you find peace, even in the midst of the long goodbye.